I'm Diane Thompson with Real Estate New Media. Welcome to Kitchen Campaign School. Yes, we're actually sitting here in my kitchen today, and I'm going to give you some advice, just like I would give you if you were sitting around the kitchen table enjoying a glass of wine with me. After all, who says campaign school can't be fun? Today we're going to talk about something that's near and dear to every candidate's heart, and that's raising money, specifically raising money online. Did you know that in the 2008 election, Barack Obama actually raised over half of his money online? So raising money online isn't an extra anymore. It's really a requirement. It's a fundamental part of any successful campaign. As it turns out, the principles for raising money online are really the same as raising money offline. What we find, though, is a lot of times candidates kind of get off track and they forget those really good principles that they used offline. So we're going to talk about that today. We're going to get you going with a few do's and don'ts. And then after school, we're going to share a wine tip with you too. So let's get started.
In the real world, you'd never see a candidate with a tin cup in front of a store. The candidate has no relationship with these shoppers, and they obviously have no reason to donate to his campaign. A much more likely scenario for raising money is for our candidate to attend an event or meeting of a Republican club or a neighborhood coffee that a volunteer has organized. Here, our candidate has developed a relationship with a group of like-minded people who want to see his principles promoted. In the virtual world, a candidate also needs to develop a relationship with potential supporters and donors before expecting them to donate. Here's how to start building the relationships that will turn into financial support for your campaign. The cornerstone of online fundraising is a professional website, like this one that we developed for Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann of Minnesota. A potential donor must be convinced that you're a serious candidate who has a plan to get elected. They also want to know where you stand on issues and what your qualifications are for the office. They want to be convinced that you'll be a competent and enthusiastic advocate for the policies and programs they support. Make it clear where to click to make a contribution. Every page on the website should have a very prominent online contribution button. The online contribution service should be very easy to use and provide the capability to sell tickets to fundraisers or merchandise or anything else that the campaign might want to collect money for. Successful fundraising requires building a list of potential supporters. Make sure that you make it easy to join your email list, and everywhere that you speak, collect email addresses. There are a lot of other techniques to building a list, and we'll cover those in another episode of Campaign School. To build a relationship with potential supporters, you need to communicate with them. In addition to your website, the other foundation piece of your online campaign is a regularly published online newsletter. The content of these newsletters is really key. These aren't just ongoing pleas for money. You really need to give your perspective on the issues and current events that touch your race. Ask for feedback. Conduct an opinion poll. Let supporters know about your scheduled media appearances. Really provide readers with useful and insightful information that will help them get to know you. Of course, you should always provide an easy way to donate or volunteer in any of the publications that you send out, but this can't be your only content. Each time you publish your newsletter, add it to an archive on your website. You can get additional mileage from the content by posting the link to your recently published newsletters on your Twitter and Facebook accounts. Are you wondering about how to use social networks like Twitter and Facebook? Well, check back. We'll be covering that in future episodes of Campaign School.
Red State New Media is available to help work with you to establish relationships with your potential donors and volunteers, and we would love to hear from you at any time. Before we go, though, we do have a wine tip for you. So what am I drinking this afternoon? Well, this is a 2007 Sonoma Coast Pinot Noir. It's from the Belle Glace Winery, and it's called Meiomi, M-E-I-O-M-I. It's kind of their second label. I'll tell you what, it's a delicious Pinot. It compares very favorably with wines that are twice the price. This is about $25 a bottle, and I think that if you give it a try, you'll enjoy it too. Thanks for joining us today.